Hello again. This is the Watering Man. We're going to be continuing in John chapter 4, verse 47. But before we get in there, I'm going to do another little prequel thing. It does apply here. And this one's going to be kind of concerning let's see, the deadliest drug that the U.S. has ever faced. It's called Tranq. It's used by veterinarians as a horse tranquilizer. And people use this drug in combination with stuff like fentanyl and different things to increase the high. One-time use can kill you. It's another name for the Tranq, is the zombie drug, because it causes your flesh, like your arms and legs and stuff, to rot off. How good is that, man? Lighter fluid and stuff in that is not good enough. Here, let's really tranquilize this stuff. Okay? Now, I'm going to name this one because Soulish means this: your fleshly thinking and the Spirit of God in there. It's dirt thinking, your own carnality, that's enmity with God, is elliptically surrounded, like in that garden, the hills of dirt, that ball of dirt, with a little bitty seed down inside of it, like one little plunk length, with a billion of those other little balls of yuck stuff all the way around it. You got to agree with this. This is not the inferior one. This is the seed. Feed on it, and it'll grow. Agree. Green like God. This green seed will grow into a fruit bearing the love. The fruit of the Spirit that's got those 9 ingredients that can't be separated. This stuff has got manure. It's fertilizer to make this grow. It's your own righteousness, your own dung thinking. Now, the name of this one is this Soulish Tranq, tranquilizer, zombie drug, won't tranquilize your horse nature, your own beast nature. So the Watering Man, the Soulish Tranq won't tranquilize your horse nature. Good way, bad way. This extra good way right here. Trying to get out there and swing like a mad dog, trying to do all your own me, myself, and I strength won't help you one bit. Okay? Now, before I go ahead and get on into this, let me get here just a little bit. I got this Tranq, the zombie drug, is like partaking in your own righteousness. Your own me, myself, and I, ego stuff. Instead of feeding God, feeding from the tree of life, your own ego, your tree of knowledge of good and evil, the Lord of the fly thinking, will make you a zombie. It'll kill you. One-time use can kill you. Because it's so addicting. And your carnal-mindedness, partaking of that stuff, such a sneaky snake, more subtle than any beast in your field, it'll kill you, separate you from God. You'll be being led by that thing off the cliff. Okay? Now, I did a little bit of I put a little extra addition on my drawing, okay? I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to explain it, and I'll probably put the picture back on Facebook, up on Facebook, and show you this. Now, hang with me here. You can't hardly see it, but if I put it on Facebook, you can click on it and then blow it up so you can look right in on it, okay? Now, it's your little stick figure, your horse nature. Your beast nature, your donkey nature, your dumbass donkey nature. And I put it in red. All these, when you're at that valley of decision, the valley of the shadow of death, right here. Pressure situation, question mark, question mark, question mark. All the days of your life. Like, these are the days of your life. Yeah. Exclaim, exclaim, exclaim. Don't use that tranq drug. To try to tranquilize your donkey nature. Try to make that thing, your good and evil stuff, try to make it palatable. Not as poisonous to you. To enhance this drug. Try to make it good. Try to make it better. It's still a dumbass donkey. It's still not speaking the love of God. It's over here bringing you up to this. Agree with God. Emphatically in hot pursuit. Don't, this thing, ooh, yuck. Cast it away, not caring where it goes. Let God take care of it. Lay it flat. Your works are out at your side. Your prostate, laying out prostrate, worshiping at the feet of God, kissing the feet of God. Your will be done, Father, not my will be done. You can make your request made known to God, but if it doesn't line up with it and you discover, oops, that's where you discover or not. This thing's nasty, good and bad, ugly thinking. Man, lay down there. Don't try to walk in that stuff. Don't try to feed from it. Don't try to eat it. Don't try to enhance or make this thinking good. Just because it's good, it's G-O-O-D. It's not God's right-mindedness. It's your own right-mindedness. And it's not a devil out there maybe do it. Somebody else took that tranq and gave it to me and maybe eat it. Or maybe give me a shot of it or whatever. Not sure if they take a shot of it or they eat it or snort it or what, but it's like a horse tranquilizer. So they probably take it and give it a shot. But I'm not sure. Okay? This is yuck, yuck, yuck. That's natural. Don't try to make me, myself, and I, your own ego better. Suppress it some, and then this will be in place of God. Now listen, look at this. When you're in this valley of the shadow of death to make a decision, God brings up the storms, bang, there you are. You're going to split that little ball of your thinking, that little spot, like an atom, but much down a lot farther, a lot tinier than that, and it's in your thought processes. It's not even anything tangible that you can even hope to touch or hope to seek for a sign. The sign is do what God says. Be reasonable, sit his way. Just like he told Jonah, An evil and in the New Testament, an evil and adulterous generation seeks for a sign in these storms of their lives. And none will be given except the sign of Jonah the prophet. Do what I told you to do. You want to be swallowed by the big fish? 3 days, 3 nights in that thing, man, choked out and tangled. That reed's around your throat. Vomited up on the beach. And then you got to walk 300 to 500 miles. Nothing to eat, nothing to drink. Already for 3 days. Pretty much 3 days without water, and you're really in desperate. You could die in the natural. You got to walk 300 to 500 miles. So, yes, sir, Daddy. It still wasn't over yet. You got to go to Nineveh to this old nasty mind. And battle it out. Give it the word of God. Not in his might. Not in this thing. Not trying to tranquilize the horse nature of all the... Don't use spiritual tranq on yourself or try to get out there and swing your sword and chop off other people's heads. Throwing rocks, accusation, verbally. I'll beat you down or I'll just knock you out because you don't agree with me. Be reasonable, agree with God. Lay this stuff down. Get him, Daddy. And you don't do nothing in here except what God tells you to do. Okay? Now, look at this. I'll probably put this on Facebook, the picture, and then you'll have to do that along with it. Maybe you can pause the video and then look at that and blow it up if you want to. Up there, this little ball here is that little spot inside each thought process that God is working on, bringing to this storm. Storm's coming up here, and it's bringing you to this valley of decision, this valley of the shadow of death. This sucker's death. Trying to tranquilize it, trying to make it good, trying to preserve it. It's suffocating you. It's killing you. It's poison. Ooh, yuck. It's the most addictive thing there is. It's sneaky snake. It's a trickster. He'll grab all these stuff. All this stuff is dung, poop. Trust God. Okay, split that, and then he brings it up, turns it into love, the ability to love him as he first loved you, and it's boom, child meeting with child, boom, nuclear fusion. Down here's nuclear fission. Okay, now you're at this point of right here, and now if you take a left-hand turn, you go with your own red Adamic ways. It'd be like. It's just a little stick figure. There's your horse. Your red horse. Red horse thinking. Like me eating that chaw of red horse chewing tobacco when I was little. Big mouthful, swallowed it. Man, it made me green. It made me sicker than a dog. This stuff gonna make you sick too. Oh. Death. Separation from God. Okay? Now, we got a little dude that's like riding on his back. That'd be like you. Being led around in your double-mindedness. Okay? Light leading you around. It's dumbass donkey. It's your horse nature, your beast nature, your humanistic thinking, your right-mindedness, not God's. You're letting it lead you around. Okay? Now, if you notice, this one's riding a donkey, and it's going to left-hand turn. It's taking you out here to the cliff to fall off. Oh no! All the way down here and plop in your own poop. In the the lowest steps of that humanistic thinking. Okay? Now, if you notice, this donkey, this horse nature, your own horse nature, your beast nature, I drew it extra kind of exaggerated. Got big ears. Great big ears. Almost like rabbit. It's great big ears. Like a donkey, okay? And it says here, I hear God, but I got a better way. An alternative way. It's called your own ego. Your own me, myself, and I. And it tries to edge God out because that old horse nature, your old beast nature, your old carnality, to be carnally minded is death. The carnal mind is enmity. It's directly opposed, not against. It's ice. It's against you going towards and into God. That humanistic thinking is deceitful. It's desperately evil. Wicked and evil above all things. Who can know it? Like in Jeremiah 17:9. Isaiah 64:6, another place. Philippians 3:8. Read Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God. Go God's way. Not this donkey way. Not your own horse name. Don't take this tranquilizer. That's new drug. See, it says right here, I wrote down a few things about this new drug. See, you ride this horse, this dumbass donkey. It's going and off this cliff like a lemming. Oh no! Plop. I got a better way than God's way. No, don't. Go like the nobleman. Whenever he said, my son, is in this. It said, my mature son, my weos, is sick to the point of death. It is death. Dumbass donkey thinking. Even though he's brought it way up. Don't trust in this thing. All the days of your life when that question mark comes, the valley of the shadow of death comes, always choose God's way. You find, I bit this thing, turn. Change the way you think. Divorce it. Appa. Ek. Come from out of it. As quick as you can. Go ice. Two towards it into God. Because this thing's against you going that way. Huh? It's enmity. And that where it says against, into, ice. Two towards it into God. Oh, yuck. Huh? So go appa, ek, ice. It's process. To your advantage, go God's way. Not this way. Sitting into a cliff to, oh no, not again. I'm going to get impaled by this stuff again. Pop, boop, pop, ooh! Huh? He's the dumbass donkey, and he was infatuated by his crap. Alright? Now, let's talk more about this tranq. They call it the zombie drug. Okay? Hold on a minute. Let me get here just a minute. It says tranq, the deadliest drug the U.S. has ever faced. It causes arms and legs to be amputated because the flesh just rots. Don't be like this. You start riding that donkey over here. Over here, you choose the red way. It's like you're getting on that donkey on your own beast nature. And then all of a sudden, it's transfer. You keep feeding into that thing, you'll be like a zombie. If I can get somebody else to partake in this stuff and follow me like a lemming, they'll be going, they're a zombie too. Talking about a disease. Don't let that disease infest your mind. And please don't cause it to infest other people's mind. Here, just agree with me. Don't listen to that God stuff. He takes you in there and makes you decide his way. Here, just you have it your way. It's just storms of life. No, you can't. It's like taking the drug tranq. It's a horse tranquilizer. Don't be tricked into taking soulish, that mixed up, double-minded stuff. Soulish tranquilizer. Soulish tranq. The zombie drug to neutralize, make your horse nature, your beast nature better. To add to it, so you get a better high. So maybe I can agree this way and it'll take me up higher. No. Be reasonable, sit God's way. All this stuff is absolutely denied by God. You're trying to overtake God's rule with this old alpha dog, false squatting king. So if I go this way and I take tranq, it'll make this way better and I'll get a new high myself. You're over here jumping off the cliff. If I jump up, man, I'm getting high. Look at me, I'm getting higher and higher. Don't care where I fly. And you're flying down your own shitter. Oh, no! Plop. Head first, butt up. Hands, your works, your efforts, and your head stuck in the ground like a lemon. And it's not ground, it's poop. Remember this? Poop. Your own shit stinking. Oh no, not again. Oh. Pop. I'm a flying now. Flying. See, I'm doing just like God said. I have another way, a better way. Had big ears, didn't it? It wasn't hearing, it wasn't speaking in the love of God. It's dumb, and it's ass nature. is your own horse nature, your own might and power. And it's clearly, like in Zechariah 4:6, it's not by your might and your power, but it's by my Spirit, says the Lord, that you be lifted up inside the superior way. Up, and speaking of the superior way, coming God's right-mindedness, God's right way. He's correcting you. He's reassembling your mind. This thing's not to your advantage. It's over there going, here, we're not just going to walk off the cliff. We're going to jump. Might as well jump. I'm trying again. Huh? That's dumb. That's stupid. Quit it. Okay? Now, this tranq causes your hands, your ability to work out stuff, efforts, and your walking, your feet, stuff just causes them to start rotting off. They have to amputate it in the natural. What's it doing in the spiritual? Not able to work it out. Can't walk it. You can't do nothing. The carnal mind can't possibly please God. It's in Romans 8. Read it. Oh my goodness, okay? Study it. Now, that's used tranquilizers. It's used it by the vet, but they're not using it like the vet uses it, like the doctor. God's in this storm. He'd be kind of like similar to a vet. Taking this, when this thing's laying down there, and he shoots that out of your hands, out of your works. You giving it up. And then he's like tranquilizing it. But he's doing more than tranquilizing it. He's annihilating it. Finish it. And then using that as rocket fuel to come up. Like using that fertilizer in that ball of dirt to cause the seed to grow back into God's love. That racham. That has that's to bring the fruit with his child. God's love beyond the mere description of words. That's can't be exhausted. Meeting that little bit of racham that he's given you. Boom. Nuclear fusion, bringing it into a love ball, if you will, to the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. A little bitty spot. He's reassembling that in your mind. Little bit by little bit by little bit, and it's permanently fixed. It's like changing this cucumber thinking down in the bitter vinegar solution into God's righteousness to bring you up here to this love feast, this feast of oneness, feast of ingathering, feast of booth. He's resurrecting you back into your right-mindedness, your true identity in God, not in this yuck, this black universe thinking out here in the natural. Go up farther and farther, faster and faster, and it's all, you don't know what it is, most of it. Like 95% of it, they can't even tell nothing about it. Therefore, they call it dark matter and dark energy. They don't know nothing about it. Can't detect it. Wouldn't that be like in the storms of your life and that baffling, confusing wind? You can't tell nothing much about this way. You can't tranquilize this way with this way thinking. Can't add it to the Lord of the Fly thinking. Like here, let's take this coffee. It's your piss. Dehydrated piss. When you get dehydrated, it's not a clear piss. More clean, kinda. No, it's black, curdled looking almost stuff. Then it's got flies, maggots in it. And here you are sitting here and taste, touch, and smell with your own ego in the way. Diarrhea thinking. Use that for coffee creamer in it. Stir it up. Now here, we're going to make it better. We're going to put formaldehyde in it. And now we're going to take and put a tranquilizer in it. This drug is souped up, make it even better. We're going to add to it and change this stuff into better stuff. It's going to kill you faster, make stuff right off and, It's a thief, a robber. It only comes to kill, steal, and destroy. It's trying to molest you. Kill your butt. Oh no, torment. So I say, here, drink this stuff. Doesn't it taste so good? Here, have a poop hot dog, go with it, man, and wash it down with this stuff. And don't worry about it, it'll lift you up. We'll go over to this cliff, and we'll jump off of it. Jump, might as well jump, 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 jump. Oh no! You're going to get up there, it's high. Man, I'm going good now. Everything seems to be like working out great for me. Oh! You fall off that cliff. Oh no! It's not the same as going God's way. Choosing God. He'll take you over and lift you up. It's a superior way of thinking. It's not about what you want. Not my will be done, but your will be done. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation, a new creature. Old things are becoming new. That old way of thinking, you're dying to yourself. Becoming like a poor widow woman. You're giving it all up, surrendering it all. Get it, God. Tear that stuff up. Use it for rocket fuel. I don't care nothing about that stuff. Not trying to hang on to it. Put a little tranquilizer in it. Make it better. So does it qualify with you now, God? What about if I jump off this cliff? No. Never going. You only may qualify with God. You gotta do it God's way. Not battled out, not do none of this stuff. That stuff's bullshit. It's worthless and detestable. Throw the bullshit flag on it. Don't be afraid of that. Don't go, oh, I might make the devil mad. You're a stupid idiot doing that. Like somebody taking they're chasing they're like grasping after the wind. Trying to get a better high or something better. I want. What they think they want, and then I got it. It's grasping after the wind. When you open your hand, your works, you don't have nothing there. Empty works. Dead works. Don't be dead in your sins and trespasses. Ooh, yuck. It's nasty. It's never going to truly baptizing you into Christ. The Holy Spirit baptizing you. And the bitter vinegar solution. Choose God, and He'll bring you up. And that's in fire. That's the fire. He's doing it. He's purifying it. He's burning this stuff up, consuming it and refining it to bring you up. Not going down with the ship. Don't be a captain of your own ship. Oh no. And that's each thought process. Okay? Now, it says in the natural, that Tranq, with that Narcan stuff that they give people when they OD, when they overdose, that tranquilizer, the Narcan doesn't even work when they use that Tranq. Kind of neutralizes it. They're still gonna die. Right off stuff. Amputating junk. Oh no. It's the zombie drug. Okay? That's another nickname for it. One pill, I guess they do take pills, can kill you. The day that you eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die. It hasn't changed. Be like the nobleman. Jesus said, your son is well. He just went. He didn't try to use Tranq and try to, well, if I do this way, so keep begging, well, what about if I do something with it to add to you? No, Jesus said, go, your son's well. On his way back, wasn't he? What hour? We're going to get into this, okay? I'm going to be breaking it down, okay? All right? Let's study it. And then live it out. Make the right decisions. Let God bring it to you. Not just book work, but it does take some book work. Okay? But then it takes rubber meeting the road. Split that little ball. Bring it up. Let God bring you into this. Boom. Nuclear fission to nuclear fusion in the spirit. Don't try to keep your soulish thinking alive with the tranq. Oh, man. All right? Tranq won't fix your problems and make that stinking beast, your own beast nature, your horse nature, be still. Won't neutralize it. Won't tranquilize your own beast nature, your own horse nature. It's still fooling you. It won't make it better, make it get a better high. No. Still, God's way is God's way. All this red way sucks. Don't use tranq, no other kind of drug. Don't try the good and evil. Tranq would be like trying to do my good works with it. It's not by works, lest any man boast. How am I? In himself, not in God. You gotta boast in God. Yes, sir, Daddy. You're the greatest. You are my exceeding great reward. God is a monster messed up. Have a great day. Hit like, subscribe, comment on these.